Stop, guys. Do not do this. Something was brought up to my attention today, and I thought I have to tell you, because if somebody brought it up to me that they were doing this, maybe there's other people doing this. Now, I'm not telling you what to do or what not to do, and I'm going to explain that in this video. But the value, if that is something you're worried about, if you are worried about making sure you are maximizing on your time, you need to not do this. When this was brought up to me today, I didn't think this was something people were doing, but if you're doing this, listen to this video and then tell me if you are going to keep doing it, or if you're like, whoa, I didn't know that, I've got to stop immediately. So let's get into it, guys. I hope you do enjoy it. If you do, give it a thumbs up. But if you're doing this, did you look at it this way? Do you need to stop? What are we going to do? Let's talk about it, guys, because this shocked me when I found out this was being done. And the reason that I got the XP path up is because it is this exact thing that I am talking about with the XP path. With the XP path, we all know we get collectibles, and we get a fair amount of collectibles that we can use to get a fair amount of packs to make a fair amount of coins. I thought all this was good. I thought everyone knew, like, there's a couple of packs you can get and you can build it out. But apparently there's another way people have been going about it, and maybe they're not looking at it this way and they're just seeing it as a quick grab and a quick player. So let me talk about it. Each season, each XP path, it comes with a player. Now you get one player for free just by completing the path. Season 3, we got Travis Konechny. Season 2, we got Brandon Montour, or at least that's who I got. And then Season 1, I powered up Jamie Drysdale at the time, but I have since powered him down and completely quick sold him to get this card out of my collection so I can autofill. But one thing I didn't know that people were doing is they were using their XP collectibles to purchase tokens to power up other players. So you can get one free 90 out of the XP path, but some people are telling me they're building 2 or 3. This is a crazy expensive idea. It costs you an unbelievable amount, and it backs you in a corner of turning tradable, sellable, massive coin making opportunities into a BND 0. So let's talk about exactly what people are doing that I don't think you should be doing. And I think if you are, you need to stop now, and I'm going to explain why. In sets, there's one at the very start. There is 5 collectibles for 1 token. Now, if this was 1 for 1, I would be okay with that. I would be okay with it being 1 for 1, because then it's not a crazy cost for the value of a 90 overall BND. However, because it's 5 for 1 and you need 15 of these tokens to power up your XP, it costs you 75 cards, 75 collectibles to get one of these cards to a 90. So if you are doing this, where you are using these collectibles to get yourself a second 90, although you might seem like you're doing something good for your team, and if it's a player you like, earn him for free, but what you are actually doing is costing yourself a massive amount of coins. Because if you come all the way to the end, what you'll see is this pack here. So you can take 75 of those collectibles to get 15 tokens to make a 90, or you can take 75 of those collectibles to make this pack 7 times, which I'm going to show you this pack here in a second. And then you also have 5 left over to make this. So you can get 7 83 pluses and an 81 plus, or you can get a 90 BND. Now the 90 sounds great, but when it comes to the BND part, that card is useless come a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month from now, when if you got these, you could get 83s, 84s, 85s, who knows what you're going to pull. You could turn those into coins that'll consistently help build your team. So here's the pack, guys, that I ripped, and it was this one here for 10 collectibles. So 10 collectibles got me this pack, and I get to do it 7 times instead of making the BND card. You're right. You're right. You guys and the guy from Billy Madison, you're right. We should definitely turn those into BNDs. We know 82 overall team of the week players have the animation, but we also know this is an 83 plus pack, so this isn't going to be that. This is going to be We'll take you. That's right. Absolutely huge pack, guys. Absolutely huge pack. 87 overall. I got an 87 overall for 10 collectibles. And honestly, I didn't know people were doing this. I did not know people were building this set to make the 90s. Now, if you want to, by all means, play the way you want to play, do what you want to do, and have the fun you want to have. But I just want to make sure people know that you could get 7 of those packs you just seen for the price of making a BND 90 overall card. Because essentially people aren't knowing what, like, they get 5 collectibles, they make a token, and they're slowly powering their card up, and they're thinking they're getting ahead. But really, it's costing you 75 collectibles where you could possibly get 7 87s. You don't know, right? You don't know the possibility of a pack. And that 83 plus choice pack has always been phenomenal for me. I just wanted to point that out, guys, because I'm not saying anything you can do in the game is a bad idea or is a great idea. What I'm saying is sometimes people are doing something and they just don't see the other look at it, or they're not realizing what's going on. And I just wanted to point that out, because when it got brought up to me, I really thought, wow, I wonder how many people are doing this. Because now, instead of trading your time for collectibles to get packs for coins, if you do this, you're trading your time for collectibles to get a BND card that you can't use later on. And you can't power it down and use those into season 4, right? That is one point I brought up. Either this needs to be 1 for 1, or if you build these collectibles into tokens, they need to be universal so you can use them for whatever season you want. Because this is an aggressive price, and I don't want to see people doing this because of how bad it is. If you want to, more power to you, get after it. But this is a terrible way to use your collectibles, and this is the best way, in my opinion. And you can get 7 of these, which is the pack I just showed you, instead of building a 90 BND. It's just all value, guys, and that is the value. And I would hate to see people give up value if they don't see what they're doing, or they don't see the long-term expense or cost of what they're doing when they could go about doing it this way. You get a lot of tokens along the way, you get a lot of cards, and you get a lot of collectibles that can make you a lot of money. And I made 85,000 coins off that one card. If I did that 5-6 times out of the 7, or even 3 times out of the 7, I have enough to buy a 90 that I can sell later. But if you do the collectibles into tokens, you can't sell or do anything with that 90 other than have them in your team, which you will regret halfway through season 4. Because when season 4 comes out, 91s, 92s, 93s, they all start flowing, they all start getting crazy and aggressive, and the next thing you know, your 90 Travis Konechny is no good, that you sunk 75 collectibles into. Instead of turning that 75 collectibles into 500,000 coins or more, you don't know your possibilities of packs, but you know, if you built a BND, you know exactly what the possibility and the outcome of that is. You're building a 90 for now that you're going to hate having later. And I just wanted to prevent you guys, and I just wanted to show you guys that side of it, where if you were doing this, you could be like, whoa, I didn't know that it was costing me this much. And now I know, and I can move on to getting packs instead of doing the tokens. Hey, maybe when this video comes out, it gets changed and season 4 comes out and it's 1 for 1. And if it's 1 for 1, that's 15 collectibles for 15 tokens. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with you getting a 90 for the price of 183 and 181 choice pack. But when it's at an aggressive rate of 783 pluses and 181 plus, I can't, in all fairness, get behind that, or I don't want to see you guys do that because of the potential coins you're throwing away. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you truly did enjoy it. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. If you were doing this, put that in the comment section down below. And if you're not going to be doing it anymore, put that in the comment section down below. But thank you guys for watching. Till next time. Ciao, ciao.